yours," the old man said as he held out the gold band with its unique silver inlay. "Your mother gave it to me the day we were married." "I know." Thorne, sensing he was making a serious mistake, accepted the ring. It felt cold and hard in his fingers, a metal circle that held no warmth, no promise, no joy. A symbol of broken dreams. He pocketed the damn ring. "Promise me, boy." "What?" "That you'll marry." Thorne didn't bat an eye. "Someday." "Make it soon, will you? I'd like to leave this earth knowing that you were going to have a family." "I'll think about it," Thorne said, and suddenly the small band of gold and silver in his pocket seemed to weigh 1,000 pounds. Chapter 1. Grand Hope, Montana, October. Dr. Nicole Stevenson felt a rush of adrenaline surge through her blood, as it did each time accident victims were rushed into the emergency room of St. James Hospital. She met the intensity in Dr. Maureen Oliverio's eyes as the other woman hung up the phone. "The copter's here! Let's go, people!" The hastily grouped team of doctors and nurses responded. "The paramedics are bringing in the patient. You're on, Dr. Stevenson." "What have we got?" Nicole asked. Dr. Oliverio, a no-nonsense doctor, led the way through double doors. "Single-car accident up in Glacier Park. The patient's a woman in her late 20s, pregnant, at term. Fractures, internal damage, concussed, a real mess. Membranes have ruptured. We'll probably need to do a C-section because of her other injuries. While we're inside, we'll repair any other damage. Everybody with me? Dr. Stevenson's in charge until we send the patient to OR." Nicole caught the glances of the other doctors as they adjusted masks and gloves. It was her job to stabilize the patient before shipping her off to surgery. The doors of the room flew open, and a gurney, propelled by 2 paramedics, flew through the doors of the emergency room of St. James Hospital. "What have we got here?" Nicole asked the nearest paramedic, a short, red-faced man with clipped graying hair and a mustache. "What are her vital signs? What about the baby?" "BP normal, 110/75, heart rate 62 but dropping slightly." The paramedic rattled off the information he'd gathered, and Nicole, listening, looked down at the patient. An unconscious woman whose face, once probably beautiful, was now bloody and already beginning to bruise. Her abdomen was distended. Fluid from an IV flowed into her arm, and her neck and head were braced. "Lacerations, abrasions, fractured skull, mandible and femur, possibly internal bleeding. Let's get a fetal monitor here," Nicole ordered as a nurse peeled off. "On its way." "Good," Nicole nodded. Okay, now let's stabilize the mother." "Has the husband been notified? Do we have a consent?" Dr. Oliverio asked. "Don't know," a grim-faced paramedic replied. "The police are trying to locate her relatives. According to her ID, her name is Randi McCafferty, and there's no indication of any allergies to meds on her driver's license, no prescription drugs in her purse." "Oh, God!" Nicole's heart nearly stopped. She froze. For a split second, her concentration lapsed, and she gave herself a quick mental shake. "Are you sure?" she asked the shorter of the 2 paramedics. "Positive." "Randi McCafferty," Dr. Oliverio repeated, sucking in her breath. "My daughter went to school with her. Her father's dead, J. Randall, important man around these parts at one time. Owned the Flying M Ranch about 20 miles out of town. Randi here has 3 half-brothers. And Thorne's one of them," Nicole thought, her jaw tensing. "What about the husband or boyfriend? The kid's got a father somewhere," Dr. Oliverio insisted. "Don't know. Never heard of one." "We'll figure out all that later," Nicole said, taking charge once more. "Right now, let's just concentrate on stabilizing her and the baby." Dr. Oliverio nodded. "Let's get that fetal monitor on here. Stat." "Got it," a nurse replied. "BP's falling, doctor. 100/60, a nurse said. Damn. Nicole's own heart began to pound. She wasn't going to lose this patient. "Come on, Randi," she silently urged. "Where's that good old McCafferty fight? Come on, come on!" "Where's the anesthesiologist?" Nicole demanded. "On his way." "Who is he?" "Brummel." Dr. Oliverio met Nicole's gaze. "A good man. He'll be here." "The monitor's in place," a nurse said just as Dr. Brummel, a thin man in rimless glasses, pushed his way through the doors. "What have we got here?" he asked as he quickly scanned the patient. "Woman, unconscious, about to deliver. Single-car accident, no known allergies, no medical records, but we're checking," Nicole said. "She's got a skull fracture, multiple other fractures, pneumothorax, so she's already..."